Hey guys, what's up? It's Jordan, or Tamols here. I hope you all are having a wonderful day. I know I am. So, today's video is going to be about the time where a grown-ass man wanted to kill me. This is my first life story and my first YouTube video. Now, before I jump into this, I wanted to state that I really want to thank all of you for checking out my channel. This is my first channel, and I plan on using this channel consistently. So I plan on uploading videos of, I guess, all the things that I really love in life, you know? I love music, I love video games, I love sharing stories with people. Even though I'm not that good at it, I really try, and I just really like being alone and thinking to myself, so I really thought this would be a good idea for me, and let's see how it goes. So I'm going to start the story off by the setting. So this was during the end of June. School was about to end. It was exactly the second to last day of school. We were all on, every single kid had spring fever. No one was doing any other work because no one really gave a fuck. So on this really nice day, me and my good friends decided to go to the park and play basketball. Now, we would go to this park a lot. It wasn't really around my neighborhood. It was more, I guess, south of my town. So it was a little less, it wasn't as nice down there, but all my friends lived around there, so I always went down there to hang out with my friends and go to this really small park around the area. And so as we're walking, we all meet up in my friend's house, so we start walking to the park. We're planning to play basketball, and when we get to this park, there's so many kids there, and it's awesome. Don't you guys just love it when you were like a little kid? Not even little, when you were just like in your young teenage years, or like about to be a teenager, around the drama years, you know what I'm saying? And all, and you go to the park and you see a bunch of kids that you know there. It's like a great feeling because you already know it's going to get lit as fuck. So as we get there and we see all these kids, we were just playing basketball for a little bit. We didn't really get too into it because there were so many people and we were all just talking. So we all decided to set up a game of hide and seek tag. Now you're probably thinking, Jordan, you were in 7th grade and you were playing hide and seek tag? What a fucking faggot. Yeah, I know. Alright? No intentions to anybody watching this video if you're a faggot. I don't hate gay people. But, so anyways, we play this game of roundup tag, and what's so great about this game is that, yeah, I understand you guys are probably thinking, why are you playing this? But the reason why we play this is because everyone around the neighborhood who would play tag like this would play it so intense that you would literally do anything, and I mean like absolutely anything to not get tagged. And you know it's roundup tag, so if you're tagged, then it's like there's more than one person tagged, and like it spreads, kind of like, I guess, zombies, I say, you know, because when a zombie bites you and then you become a zombie. So whatever. So me and my friends are one of the older kids playing this, and we weren't it, so we lasted pretty long. We ended up just running around the neighborhood. We didn't have to do anything too extreme, but at the very end, when the game was coming to a close, we did some pretty crazy shit. So we had to climb this building. Alright, so pretty much, if I had to describe this neighborhood, it's just a straight road, and on both sides there are apartment complexes, and people live in those apartment complexes, and at the end of the strip, there's a park. So, and there's lots of grass. It's really nice, you know. So everyone's just running around. Everyone's either hiding or running. So we, as in our 7th grade minds, thought, me and my 4 other friends, we thought like, hey, let's go climb up this community center building and let's hop over the fence. That way nobody could catch us. And me being me, I was like, you know what, man, that sounds like a great idea. Let's do it. So we're all trying to climb this. We're all small. We're all struggling. And so we got on top of this building, and then there's this big fence, and I was so intimidated by it. I will never forget it. I like looked at this fence, and I was like, damn, this fence is so tall. Like, how am I going to climb this? I don't know how, but I ended up doing it. I guess it was because of the adrenaline, and probably had to do a lot with peer pressure, to be honest, because my friends wanted me to tag along with them. So as soon as all of us hop over this fence, this is where shit goes down. So this guy who wanted to kill us all was really, really aggressive. We don't know exactly who he was, but he lived around the area, so I guess people around the area knew who he was, so it wasn't too difficult to end up finding out his information after this all happened. So we hop over this fence, and he immediately just yells, "Hey, what are you kids fucking doing? Hop over this fence right now, like, or I'm calling the fucking cops right now." Like, and he's just cursing us all out, and we were honestly scared. We were really scared. We were young kids. We didn't know what to do. This guy was yelling at us to hop over the fence, and if we didn't, he was going to call the cops. And I'm just going to point this out now. I ended up figuring out that the reason why he was really yelling at us was because apparently kids were throwing rocks at his car, and he thought they were us. So that's why he was super angry. We thought he was super angry because he saw us, like, climbing, but apparently that wasn't the reason. So as he's yelling at us, we're about to, like, we were all on a run. We're all, like, clueless. We don't really know what to do. So as we attempt to book it, my friend's little brother is with us, and he was way younger than us at the time. So we were in 7th grade, and he was in, like, 3rd or 4th grade at the time. And so him being even younger than us and even more clueless, he listened to what the adult man said, and he hopped back over the fence. And yeah, he was a rebellious kid like all of us, so you could expect that. We were really confused about this. We were like, why the fuck did you hop over this fence? Why didn't you just run with us? So, and he was the youngest. What are we going to do? Leave a man behind? We couldn't do that. So we hop over this fence with him, and as soon as I hop over this fence and I drop down, this is such a tall fence, a piece of the fence went inside my arm and slit my entire arm open, and I didn't even notice it, to be honest. It was so quick that it felt like something just, like, scratched me, and then all of a sudden I look at my arm and it's just gushing blood everywhere. I see, like, literally the inside of my arm. It's disgusting. It's this big deep cut going across my arm. And this guy doesn't give a fuck. He just immediately starts threatening all of us. He cornered my friend's little brother, and he started crying, not even knowing what to do. He shoved him to, like, this concrete wall, like, I guess it was a community center wall, and he starts going all up in his face, started yelling. I remember exactly. I remembered specifically everything he said. It was so tragic, but I can't even really describe it because it was really stupid what this guy did. I don't know why he had to do it, but he was threatening all of us, and this guy was part of, like, I guess a small gang around the area, so I guess he was going to call over a friend. No, I don't know if he was part of this, like, small gang or whatever, or he was hated by them. I would more likely assume that he was hated by them because of this shit that he did. And from when I heard after the situation, he didn't get too much respect for, I guess, what he did. And so he's screaming at all of us, and he was and I saw him about to take something out from his car. He was running to his car. He was super upset. He was screaming at all of us. And all of a sudden, one of the ladies comes out of the apartment complex, and she sees me. She starts screaming, and then she sees this guy and starts screaming. So he runs away, and he never comes back. This girl sees my arm. I'm crying. Pretty much everyone here is crying. We don't know what to do. All my friends end up, like, ditching me, which was really shitty. But this lady was super nice. She took me inside her house and wraps my arm in bandages or whatever, and it really helped out for, I guess, the short amount of time. And I still have the huge scar from this cut from the fence going, like, across my arm. So I'll never forget the story. It's such a tragic story, so, like, memorable of how this happened, you know? Having this big keloid scar coming across my arm from some from playing hide and seek tag and middle school. Can you guys believe that? And by the way, I had to go to the hospital for this cut, but guess what? I didn't go to the hospital for this cut, so I really screwed myself over there. So I ended up having to get a ton of surgeries, a lot of cortisone shots in my arm. It was extremely painful, and really I never seen this guy again, but I guess he really had to do a lot. He had a lot to do with my childhood, and because of all the surgeries and procedures I had to go through on my arm, and just even looking at my arm right now, all the surgery and all those shots, they didn't do shit. So it's pretty much exactly how it was as soon as it was done healing after it happened. But yeah, that's it. I had to end up calling my mom. No, I called my aunt. I was crying on the phone like, pick me up. I don't know where I am. Just pick me up from the park near your house, like around the corner, because she lived like around the area. So she was the first person I called. And yeah, I was supposed to go to the hospital, but my grandma was home at the time. She was visiting, and she was like, no, he doesn't need to go to Jordan doesn't need to go to the hospital. So thanks guys. That's all I have for today, and I really hope you guys enjoyed that video. Please leave a like, it would really support me, and I really hope this channel is going to entertain all of you and hopefully teach you guys something. So peace out.